So, just got back to the flat. You're probably sick of seeing it by now. But yeah, tonight we did a night dive. Really cool. It was more of a dusk dive to night dive. But yeah, we went out, swam out, dropped down to Cathedral. Did that. We had quite a bit of air left, so we carried on. And there were clouds of fish everywhere. We had damselfish. And I had a guy who latched onto me. I can't remember the name of him. I think it was a wrasse. It was quite big. But he pretty much latched onto my side and followed us for the rest of the dive. So dive time was about 40 minutes. It's probably about 10:30 now. And yeah, a really good dive. And then when we came up, I had to do, as part of my dive master, I had to do some stamina tests. So when we came up, we surfaced 100 metres away from the pier, and I had to do a tide diver tow. So that's when you have their fins on your shoulders, and you basically head down and push them back into the pier. And I did that in 2 minutes 40. And basically that's ranked from 1 to 5. And to get a 5, you have to do it in 2 minutes 20. So I was just 20 seconds off that. And then earlier today I had to do my 400 metre swim, which, yeah, I'm not too happy with that, but I still got 3 points, but if I can, I'd like to redo it, because I know I could definitely do quicker. And then, yeah, tomorrow back in the classroom, and Donna's going through the DSD briefings, because apparently from now on, I'm going to be doing that, so that's pretty cool. And then guiding the dive. Then on Saturday, they're getting all the instructors in, and I have to guide all of them, and they're basically going to pretend to be students, and they're going to have all sorts of things going wrong, like they're going to go missing, and fins falling off, masks coming off, running out of air, all that kind of stuff. And then they're basically just looking to assess to see how I handle that, so that should be fun. But I've got a bit of a line tomorrow, so I'm just going to relax, have a beer. I'm going to try and include some footage of Chica, so you can see that. Hey guys, we're just down at Chica, just waiting for the sun to go down, and then we're going for a night dive. Where are we going, Donna?
That way.
Where are you taking me?
Cathedral.
The cathedral?
Yes.
Cool.
After we do tide diver tow.
As I was walking back, yeah, there's this huge fireball in the distance. Because it's quite dark, it stood out. It must have been at least a mile away, and it was massive. And then I've just got back and I realised it's bonfire night here, so yeah, nothing to worry about. Yeah, I got all excited. Oh, what's that? What's that? But yeah, so I'm just going to chill out with a beer now and head to bed. Then yeah, I'll update tomorrow after the briefings. And if I can, if I got time anyway, after my time in the shop, I'm going to head down to Puerto del Carmen and try and find a bit of work for the evenings, doing some DJing if I can. So that would be good, that'd be quite helpful. Give me a bit of extra money anyway. So I've just been on the quest to find some DJ work. Been to a few places now, they've all taken my number. Problem is it's a bit quiet at the moment, they were saying. They said probably next month to be better. So hopefully hear back soon. So yeah, I've had a busy day in the shop today. I've been learning how to do all the briefings and stuff, and I got graded on the equipment and the buddy check briefing, which I got a 7 out of 10, so not too bad. But yeah, got it's warm today, so I'm just going to head back and just chill out for a bit, and probably add a bit more information on how the dive master's going. I picked up my dive master manual today. That was 165 euros, which works out to be, oh, current exchange rate is about £123. So if you're interested in doing that, and that was through a guy called Kev, who works for CID on the island, not the dive shop. So yeah, so hopefully get some DJ work. It's looking promising, so we'll see. Okay, so it's been a little while since I picked up the camera. Unfortunately, I'm back in the flat again. Yeah, so it's been a week, and I think the last time I recorded was just before I was about to do the guided dive with 4 instructors pretending to be students. So yeah, I just thought I'd explain what that was about and how it went. So it started off, drove down to Playa Chica, and the 4 instructors were basically pretending to be 4 certified divers, but who didn't really know what they were doing. So the test started with the briefing, so I had to do a briefing, and then they did their buddy checks, and basically they were doing stuff like forgetting to attach their inflator hoses, and yeah, putting their masks on backwards and that kind of thing. And then yeah, getting into the water, they were literally doing everything wrong, like flippers coming off, darting off in the wrong direction, not listening. One guy had a panic, flew up to the surface, managed to get him back down, calm him down. Then he had another panic and went down and managed to get him. And then some guy got tangled up in a rope. All this kind of stuff was happening. And yeah, it was a pretty big stress test. Something else that happened during that dive was, because of all the stress, I used my air a lot quicker than I normally would. And I had to do a gear swap with one of the instructors, Sean, who owns the shop. And yeah, that was quite interesting. So that involved getting the BCD off, swapping it with him, and then carrying on guiding. And then we went to the blue hole, and yeah, came back again. And we pretty much raced back, because by the end of it, none of us had much air left. But that was good. Got a new staff member also joining, or joined even, Hugo. And we've done a few dives this week. We did a couple today and a couple yesterday, and he's doing good. So that's cool. One thing we did see, and I'll try editing some pictures, maybe somewhere. He basically found this butterfly ray, which I think is the first one I've ever seen, hidden under the sand. And he managed to, it must have been maybe 4 feet, and it was so placid, it kind of let him kind of pick it up, and eventually it swam away. But I managed to get a couple of pictures of it, so I'll try and put them in. Another thing we did was making up some regulators. So that was quite good to see how it all kind of functioned and worked. So basically, I've been using the shop's regulators because I haven't got my own yet. And we kind of, out of some old bits and pieces that were left over, managed to put a set together and service it and get it working. And yeah, they seem pretty good actually. So I think I'm going to dive them tomorrow. They just need a new mouthpiece for the alternate air source. But yeah, they seem good. The next thing that I did on Sunday, this Sunday just gone, been doing my skills, and that's basically stuff. So I've got to be able to demonstrate the skills to a sort of instructor standard. So for example, when we're doing the DSD, I have to show them how to do a mask clear, how to get the reg back if they lose it, how to take the mask off underwater, put it back on, clear it, that kind of stuff, like people do for the open water. And one thing with the skills is when you are being graded on them, it's graded out of 5, and the way you get graded is by exaggerating your movement, and basically if you're a student, you have to be able to understand what I'm trying to tell you to do underwater. So you have to demonstrate doing the skill first, and then obviously get the student to do it. So you have to exaggerate your movements quite a lot. So it's like you watch me, and then you'll demonstrate the skills. So maybe you tip it down to let water in, and then show them how to clear it. And I'll mostly be getting 4s. I've got a couple of 5s, got a couple of 3s. But I think it's one of those things, it's a case of practice, and it's getting more confident really, and understanding what's needed for the skill. But yeah, it's just about being big in the water, really exaggerating your movements, and just being very clear. And also had to do another kit swap using nothing but buddy breathing with Sean, and that was everything. So that was mask, BCD and weight belt. And that actually went quite well. Donna said apparently I was the first one to do that she's had to do it first time. So that's quite nice. But yeah, that was interesting. So it was 2 breaths and then 2 breaths, and then the whole time you're trying to get kit off and then swap it as quickly as possible. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I'll have to edit this pause out. Oh yeah, the other thing I had to do while I was doing my skills was the tread. And for that, that's another stamina test you have to do for the Dive Master. And that's 15 minutes tread. But the last 2 minutes have to be arms out of the water, so just using your legs to keep you up. But did that fine, got 5 points for that. And the next thing, which I'm doing tomorrow, is my 800 metre snorkel, which I think I'm pretty confident for. I definitely feel like I've got a lot fitter since I've been here, and that's probably down to doing all this kind of work in the sun. So yeah, hopefully will go quite well. And yeah, what else? Things have got a lot busier now we've hit July. It literally kind of switched overnight. I mean, every day's fully booked, which is why I haven't really videoed much, because yeah, by the time I get home I just can't find the energy to sort of pick this up and record a video and remember what I want to say. So yeah, I'm going to try and update a bit more regularly anyway. The guys at the shop want to do a little video, a little fun video anyway, where we kind of put a little song together and we're all like dancing and stuff, as well as a little kind of intro to the dive shop. So hopefully we get to do that soon. And yeah, what else? I had a haircut, first haircut, Lanzarote. Not sure if I like it yet, but yeah, cool. What else? Oh yeah, and then just been cooking a bit more. My new favourite is rice, chicken, basically making sweet and sour chicken, but you can kind of get all the bits and pieces for under €4, so I guess it's like £2.50 maybe, and normally lasts for 2 days, so yeah, cheap and cheerful. Yeah, so I've pretty much, I would say, halfway through my Dive Master now. The only main bit is theory. I've got quite a lot of that to do. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for now. I'll put this up. This might be a bit of a long video. But yeah, like I said, I'll try and update a bit more. I guess the thing is trying to keep it interesting and putting enough in to make a decent video, I guess. But yeah, anyway, that's it for now. So, peace.